Hello, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Time for taroscopes, and we're going to be doing the taroscopes for the sign of Cancer. Right there. It's my Cancer portrait for the month of February 2023. And of course, Cancer is a water sign, so it's always emotional. I'm going to use the big boys today for Cancer. I'm going to use the, oh dear, one of the beautiful bags for cards that Ona sent me. She's so gifted with leather. Okay, is that all of them? Oh, I love the way leather smells. So this is for Cancer. So like as I said, you're a moon ruled sign, so you're very changeable generally. You're cardinal, so you like to start things. You're not always good at finishing things. And I could say that because I am myself a Cancer. And what else do I want to say about us crabs? Cancer, this time of the year for Cancer is kind of a social time, and a time of learning. So let's see. I'm thinking February. There's a couple of things going on in February, not specific to Cancer, but we do have some big shifts coming up in March. One of the major one, of course, is being Saturn moving into Pisces, which is trine Cancer. So trines are softer, and the energy is available to you if you take the opportunity. It does sort of like move around in the background. But what Saturn requires us to do is shore things up, right? Bring support too. So depending on what you have in Cancer, it depends on what Saturn is going to bring support to, and then perhaps challenges so that you can create the support that you need, because Saturn is generally always some sort of challenge, but for our betterment, and for a better use of our energy. Saturn really likes utility. And then, of course, Saturn in a water sign, will always put the other water signs on notice that there's going to be a lot of issues with feeling your feelings. So let's take a look and see what's ahead for Cancer for the month of February using the Thoth Deck, Aleister Crowley's deck. He's an interesting character, that Aleister Crowley. All right, let's see what we have here. Oops. Almost a disaster. All right. I have to get a bigger desk. I know I say this all the time. Okay, so we're starting with the victory card. So we have a hard-won victory. You have accomplished something that was not very easy, and that actually cost you quite a lot. And yet it was part of your destiny to do it. So you can revel in your victory right now. Let's see the challenge to that. Prudence. This is a card about working hard and on a certain level doing the same thing over and over and over again. But it's practicality. It's Sun in Virgo. And so you still need, while you've done a great thing, you still have to figure out the details of how and what you need to do. Like what are the things that you need to work in order to really benefit from the victory that you have had. Okay, let's see what's underneath it all. We have the High Priestess. So revelations, something has been revealed to you that really the the veil came down, right? The veil, like they say in the Bibles, the veil fell from their eyes, and they saw what was truly there. And that's exactly what has happened. So, um, sometimes we don't know the reason for something until it's done. And when you're on the other side of it, you go, oh, I get it. That's why. That's why. So whatever victory this was, it's the portent of this victory, which while you were going through the process may not have felt like a victory at all. It may not even felt like you were fighting for something. But on the other side of it, something is revealed to you. And the question is, what do you do with it now? Let's see the past. We have the Temperance card. This is a card of healing. It's a card of taking the middle path. It's a card of tempering your actions, but it's also the process of being tempered. And being tempered means that you are made stronger through your exposure to extremes. And so having the High Priestess at the bottom and having this is called art in this deck, but the Temperance card in the past really indicates to me that the reason it was revealed was because you went through the process of tempering. And tempering is a spiritual initiation of sorts. And so this whole process up to this point for you has been one of spiritual initiation. Let's see what's in the sky. We have a change of fortune in the sky. So if you're in a position where you're thinking that perhaps you should be further along, or it's not optimal, or when are things going to finally go my way? Things are going to go your way. If you're at the top of the heap and you're like, oh my God, this is the best ever, you really need to know that that doesn't last forever. And so you need to sort of be able to support yourself in the skinny times as well as the high times. All right, your immediate future. Chariot. Oh my goodness, it's a chariot year. It's a year for Cancer. This is about movement. So you could be moving, you could be going on a trip. It could be as simple as that. This is the immediate future. But the deeper meaning of the chariot is one of coming to understand your purpose in life, allowing your soul to embody your body, to actually come down into your body, and you become the conduit of what the soul is here to do. And so if you've been wondering your whole life, what am I really here to do? You're going to find out. You're going to find out if you don't already know. I have a feeling you might already know. How it's seen from the outside. Somebody who knows the value of things. This is the Queen of Discs. Somebody who has values, somebody who values what they have, somebody who has had to struggle to get to the perspective and the position that they're at. This is really a card of security, of real security. And I almost feel like in this case, it has to do with this knowing that your needs will always be met. That your needs will, on a spiritual level, I think it's that your needs will always be met. And if you can apply that to the material world, then you become the Queen of Discs, because you're open to abundance, but you value the abundance. It's a mutual admiration society. Your domestic situation. Ooh, ooh, I like this. I am a Cancer. After all, domestic situation, there is wealth in your home. Now that could be resources, it could be resourcefulness, it could be, you might find a treasure in your walls, you don't know. Not that I think you should be knocking down walls or anything. But this is also family. This is the value, that what you're going to realize is just how loved you are, and just what a wealth it is within the family of people who care. about you, or, care about each other, maybe. Um, Hopes and fears. The Prince of Wands. Woo-hoo! So dynamic, these cards. It's interesting that all the princes, which actually in this deck are the kings, I believe, um, all ride chariots, right? And he has a chariot pulled by a lion. A lion. See how he holds the reins? He holds them very loosely. He doesn't hold on to them tightly. So on a certain level, he allows the instinctual lion energy, the spirit, the Leo is symbolic of the fixed fire. It's a fixed fire sign. So this is the confidence and the surety of your direction that you're going in. And as you do that, you bring a lot of light. You bring a lot of, because if you're in a room that's dark, you light a candle and you have light and you can see where you are. And that's how the King of Wands can sometimes work. So you're hoping that you can light your own way. You're hoping that you have the ability and the capability to light your own way. And the outcome, the Hierophant. Wow, these are powerful cards. A lot of really powerful cards this month for the signs. A lot of major arcana. So we know when we see all these major arcanas coming in that this is a big time of shift in both individual and collectively. There's a big shift of energy. And if you can sort of watch it without judging it, you can see how things are moving around, even within world events, It's interesting as I sit here and do this reading. In Massachusetts, there are 4 women who they're looking for. I'm doing this at towards the end of January for February, and in one of the cases, they believe that her husband killed her and dismembered her. They're just trying to, and he's been arrested and charged, but there's no body. So it'll be interesting to see how that terrible thing pans out. But it's and in a state, and I might say that I'm in a state that's pretty liberal and pretty well. I mean, we have a female governor now. We have a female, the governor, lieutenant governor, I think, and then attorney general, kind of like Michigan. It's all women. So we have that. So this is not a place where women aren't respected and can go to places, high up in places of power. But even here, the fact that we're looking for 4 missing women reminds us that we have to value the feminine. And we have the Constitution here. We have the Hierophant. We have how things are put together. The Hebrew letter for this is Vav, which means nail. How we nail things down. This is about a healthy constitution. It's also about listening to your inner voice. So if you don't know where you can get or the strength or the know-how, allow your inner voice to guide you to either something you didn't know you were capable of in some cases, and other cases, people who can actually help you. It's okay to ask for help, Cancer, really. You're the veritable one-armed paper hanger, as they say here in Massachusetts. Let's see what's underneath it. Completion. There's that completion cycle again. You have just completed a cycle. And we have the Ace of Wands, which is inspiration, power, and money and creativity. Actually, the word money vibrates to the same vibration as this card, the 27-9 vibration. So, and then we have the 10 of Cups, which is the happiness. And in this case, it's satiety. I know that's not how you say it. I could never say, I don't think I could say it. To be satisfied. If you can't get no satisfaction, well, you do get satisfaction. So this indicates that there's really, really good things coming. And I think your greatest fear is that you don't have the resources or you don't have the know-how to do what you need to do. But I want to tell you that you do. And part of that has to do with trusting, you trusting your higher self, you trusting yourself and your instincts. And, learning from the past, because cancer is all about the past, really, but learning from the past, what didn't work. Like, I did that didn't work. Let's try this, right? Let's try something new, something different, because you're on a whole new level and a whole new adventure. All right, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe. Um, Liking, giving the thumbs up helps more and more people see these. And if you find them valuable, maybe somebody else will. But it's going to be a very interesting and I think inspiring and surprising February for you, Cancer. And being a Cancer, I'm all for it. All right, guys, have a wonderful month. I'll see you again in March for the Taroscopes for the month of March for Cancer. Okay, guys, take care. Namaste.